What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. We're officially in the month of December. With December being here, I wanted to start something new. So today we're going to be having a fun idea where we go back in time before the Spurs traded DeJounte Murray, and we're going to do a San Antonio Spurs rebuild with DeJounte Murray staying on the roster. Now, I know no one asked for this, but before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one. Of course, subscribe if you're new to the channel. As always, greatly appreciated. We're on the road to 30,000 subs, and the goal is to reach that by the end of the year. And we only have 30 more days or so, so if you could hit that sub button, be greatly appreciated. But like I said, man, I think I want to make this a series in the month of December here. If you guys want to see this, where we go back in time and redo each team's offseason, I think that could be a ton of fun. Today, I want to start with San Antonio Spurs. I've kind of done that already a couple times with like the Gobert trade with the Timberwolves and stuff like that, but we can always redo it if we need to. So DeJounte Murray still on the San Antonio Spurs. They got Keldon Johnson, Jakob Poeltl, Josh Richardson, Devin Vassell, Doug McDermott, Lonnie Walker, Trey Jones. Now, like I said, I know no one asked for this. I think a lot of people loved that the Spurs decided to just go full rebuild mode. But what if, since we still do have Greg Popovich here, what if we went a different direction, got more aggressive, and try to make something happen here? Because if I'm not mistaken, I believe the Spurs have 3 draft picks this offseason. They got a couple young pieces. Maybe we could have brought somebody in to play with Murray here to maybe form some kind of contender here in San Antonio. So that's what we're going to try to do today. Let's see if we can make it happen. So the draft lottery will be the first step. I think they were projected number 9. Yeah, so we have a 9th projected pick here. So this could start here. If we get lucky here, we got Cleveland number 14. They stay at 14. But yeah, if we can get lucky here and find a way to jump up into the top 4, that's already a great step to this offseason. So we got the Hornets number 12, or number 13, I should say. Number 12 predicted to be the Oklahoma City Thunder. That is going to be the Thunder. Is that from the Clippers trade? It definitely is. Number 11, the New York Knicks, who are still here as well. I would love to do the Knicks jump up to the top 4. That's actually really good for them. So the Knicks in the top 4, which means we're projected 10, which is looking like we're going to be here. Yeah, so number 10. We don't get lucky. We don't jump up. The Knicks get to 3. Pistons number 1, and you got the Pacers number 2. So Blazers number 7. 10 Spurs, 11 Wizards, Thunder, and then yeah, we saw all that. So time for staff signing. We obviously, like I said, Greg Popovich did stick around with San Antonio, so I'm going to bring him back. So instead of going full rebuild mode with Greg Popovich, we're going to try to actually make something happen. We're going to try to make a trade, get somebody to play alongside DeJounte Murray here in San Antonio, see how aggressive we can be, see who is available, and try to bring a championship to San Antonio with Greg Popovich one last time. You see this, man? This could be you right here. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best way to get more out of the game you're watching. You're picking overs or unders on your favorite players that you love watching each and every day. Let me show you how it works. Prize Picks is available on mobile or desktop, and you basically get to choose 2 to 5 players, and you choose over or under on their props that they give you. You pretty much have every sport you can imagine on here. But let's say I wanted to go ahead and put a bet on Mitchell and Joel Embiid. I want to go more and more on them. If I get it right, I 3 times my money. Let's say I want to go up to 5 players, which is the most you can go up to. You can go more or more on all of them, and that's going to 10 times your money. I started with $100, and so far I'm up to $500. I've been having a ton of fun over here on Prize Picks. If you want to go ahead and sign up, link is down in the description below. Use code Crushables or matching deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. If you deposit $100, you get $200 to work with. Thank you, Prize Picks, for sponsoring today's video. Back to the rebuild. We all know the Utah Jazz ended up trading Donovan Mitchell, so I'm going to try to get Donovan Mitchell on this Spurs roster. I don't know how possible it's going to be, but we have Joshua Primo, Devin Vassell, a few first-round picks here, one being 10. So let's see if we can start it off with, well, obviously that's not going to be enough, but we had 10. Let's say we threw our unprotected 2023 in here and our unprotected 2025. This is our way of going for it for Donovan Mitchell. They do not agree to that right away, of course. You have like Jakob Poeltl in here. You have Doug McDermott. I don't know if Doug McDermott would make a world of difference. It does not. So Keldon Johnson is somebody I would like to keep around if I can. So if I can try to maybe not trade Keldon Johnson here. I don't really want to trade Jakob Poeltl either, but if it, makes a difference, I might. So 2024 unprotected, and that's not going to get it done either. Okay, I'm not going to give up just yet. Jakob Poeltl ain't going to get it done. The last piece of the puzzle would be Keldon Johnson. So if I did all this for Donovan Mitchell, that would be quite a lot. I don't love trading Keldon Johnson, to be honest with you. That is feeling like a ton to give up, but like I said, I want to try to go win a championship with the Spurs here. So if I got a Donovan Mitchell, that would be absolutely amazing. Maybe I can do it without trading this first round pick, and they do agree. So we trade 3 of our young pieces For Donovan Mitchell, I don't know if I love it, but I'm happy with Mitchell and Murray as my backcourt here in San Antonio. We obviously have more work to catch up on now, but we just traded a lot to get Donovan Mitchell a actual haul. So again, I know it's not the favorite direction here, but we have 20 and 25 still in this draft as well, so we can still make up some ground here. So let's jump into 20, and we got Dyson Daniels on the board, Jalen Duren's on the board, Wendell Moore. So we have a lot of guys that fell here that are very interesting role players right now in real life. So I actually really like the idea of Jalen Duren here. I think he could be a really good player to have. So I'm going to grab Jalen Duren at number 20. And at number 25, we're going to go ahead and, what do we want? Do we want Kendall Brown? We got Nembhard, AJ Griffin, Ty Washington. Shaedon Sharpe falling down this far is kind of crazy. Christian Brown. I mean, if Shaedon Sharpe is available, I don't know why he fell this far, but sure, why not? I'll grab me some Shaedon Sharpe. And I guess we can go to the second round as well. So far, I like those two rookies we just picked up. And you got Wendell Moore, Christian Brown, Patrick Baldwin, Christian Coloco. Give me Christian Coloco, and I like that one a lot. So just like that, we come out of the draft feeling pretty good. I don't know what overall Jalen Duren has immediately. He has 72. Shaedon Sharpe, I believe, had 71. So the overalls aren't the best. Christian Coloco, I'm going to sign. So those are our three rookies. We're going to accept Josh Richardson's contract. We're going to accept Keita Bates-Diop, Jop, or whatever, however you say his name. Accept all of those. We have Lonnie Walker, who's a free agent. Obviously, he ended up going to the Lakers. I might stick with that being the case. Robert Woodard. So I don't think I'm going to bring back Lonnie Walker. Well, I'll offer just in case. Lonnie Walker's become a really good player for the Lakers. I don't know if he ever does that if he stays in San Antonio. Lonnie Walker wants $8 million, which isn't crazy and crazy amount to ask for. So if you take a look at our roster right now, it's going to be Murray, Trey Jones. You got Shaedon Sharpe, Donovan Mitchell, Josh Richardson, Doug McDermott, Romeo Langford, Keita Bates-Diop, and then you got Jakob Poeltl, Zach Collins, Jalen Duren, Christian Coloco. The only reason I accepted Josh Richardson's contract because I think there's another trade that we can make in order to put this team over the top. So I'm going to be looking for trades like that to see if I can find something to help this team out. The Raptors have a rebuilding tag on them right now, and the Raptors almost traded OG Anunoby to the Blazers, but they wanted way more than the Blazers were willing to give up. But hey, maybe I have exactly what they want for a guy like OG Anunoby, who I think would low-key be really perfect here. So OG Anunoby, I accepted Josh Richardson contract for a reason, but if I could throw Doug McDermott in here instead, and maybe I do throw in like a Shaedon Sharpe, which I wouldn't love doing, but I'm trying to get OG Anunoby. So Shaedon Sharpe, I mean, his trade value isn't that great. I thought it'd be a little bit better. I guess I'm throwing out my 2026 pick. I'm kind of going for it here. Trey Jones maybe as well. I don't know if that boom, just like that, we get OG Anunoby. So far we've given up a lot, but this is our way of going for it. Like I said, we're going to try to make it happen with the Spurs here. So now you have DeJounte Murray, Donovan Mitchell, OG Anunoby, Josh Richardson as a backup, at least for now. Romeo Langford. You got Keita Bates-Diop, and then Jakob Poeltl, Zach Collins, Jalen Duren. Probably going to move Zach Collins to the 4 to be on my backup there, I guess. He's going to be a setting 4 overall there. And then we definitely need a backup guard, and we need a starting power forward really badly. So you got Tyus Jones out here. You got Jalen Brunson, which is very fun. Beverly Connaughton, Cody Martin, Joe Ingles, but power forwards guy like Kyle Anderson. We're going to bring Slow-Mo back to San Antonio. You got Blake Griffin, Bruce Brown, Robert Covington. Even like Cameron Johnson out here at unrestricted $7 million. I don't know how much money we actually have. It looks like we have a little bit of cap space. Kind of like the idea of Cameron Johnson. He's developed into a really good player for the Suns. I don't know how much he would develop for us, but you know what? I'm going to give him an offer. 7 years, $2 million. I like that one a lot. And then I'm going to see, can I walk away with Tyus Jones off my bench as well? If I could maybe get away with it, that would be awesome. So instead of Trey Jones, we have Tyus Jones, and then we're accepting, can I accept Cameron Walker, or is that not going to happen? So I'll renounce these guys, and there are Cameron Johnson, I should say. I don't know why I combined both those names. I needed Cameron Johnson more than I need Tyus Jones. So let me sign Cameron Johnson to be my starting power forward. And then let me see. I can get Isaiah Thomas, Bledsoe, Gary Payton, Edmund Summer. I mean, Gary Payton, I guess, would be probably a nice addition. So I'll grab Gary Payton to be my backup shooting guard. And then we have Isaiah Thomas, Aaron Brooks, Aaron Holiday. I mean, there's some good, decent players. We could bring Isaiah Thomas in, which could be fun. I don't know if I want to, though. So we got Murray, Gary Payton, Donovan Mitchell, OG Anunoby, Josh Richardson, Cameron Johnson, Collins, and then Jalen Duren and Jakob Poeltl. Is this team going to win a championship? Probably not yet, but I do love some of the moves we've made so far. I think I'm going to grab Jeremy Lamb here on a 1-year deal. I'm going to bring him in, and then that's going to move Richardson or Lamb to the shooting guard spot, and then Gary Payton will move to the point guard, I think. So Gary Payton point guard, Jeremy Lamb shooting guard, or Richardson shooting guard. Which one's going to go down? Richardson goes down. Either way, one of them goes down like crazy, so I guess I'll just leave it like that. So now you have kind of a full rotation in a way. It's not a bad rotation. It's not the best either. Player progression, though, you have Josh Richardson going down, Jeremy Lamb, which they're both 77s. Murray's up to an 88. Ojinobi, Jakob Poeltl, Zach Collins, then Cameron Johnson is only a 75, so he didn't develop as much as I would have wanted him to, but there's still moves to be made. I feel like we could have kept Geldon Johnson. That would have been really ideal, but unfortunately, just wasn't in the cards. The Jazz really wanted him. So we gave up 3 of our young pieces, got OG Anunoby as well. Is this worth it, though? Was this all worth it? Well, we'll have to see, obviously. I'm excited, though, to see what this is going to look like. So, taking a look at it, you got DeJounte Murray, OG Anunoby, or not OG, or Donovan Mitchell, OG Anunoby, Zach Collins, Jakob Poeltl, Gary Payton, Josh Richardson, Jeremy Lamb, and then Cameron Johnson. They also have Rajon Rondo here, which I don't really need to play. Zach Collins, I probably want him to come off the bench for Cameron Johnson. I want Cameron Johnson to develop into a really good player like he did for Phoenix. So that is going to be what we do. But other than that, man, I'm excited to see how this goes. Hopefully, a backcourt of Mitchell and Murray can make something happen. So nothing changes here. Luka Doncic wins MVP like usual. Cade Cunningham is Rookie of the Year. Dinwiddie's your 6th man. Gobert's Defensive Player still for Utah. PJ Washington Most Improved. And Willie Green is your Coach of the Year. And Anthony Adams is your Executive. Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, Giannis, KD, and Jokic. And Kyrie Irving's on the Wizards, which is kind of weird. But Stephen Curry, LaMelo, LeBron, Jimmy, Embiid. James Harden, Simmons, Tatum, Zion, and AD. Defensive team for Simmons. And then DeJounte Murray's all defensive second team for the Spurs, which is awesome. So we are the 3rd seed in the Western Conference, so things went pretty darn well. Take a look at how things went. You had 27 from Mitchell, 20 from DeJounte Murray, 18 from OG Anunoby, and you had 14 from Cameron Johnson. So not too bad. 10 from Richardson off the bench. You also had 8 from Jeremy Lamb, 7.8 from Gary Payton, and then 6 from Jakob Poeltl, and then 6 from also Zach Collins. So not a bad season by any means, but I don't know if that leads to a championship here. We'll see how it goes. We get to play the Kings, who signed Jalen Brunson. They still have Sabonis. They got Bagley back, Davion Mitchell, Rashawn Holmes. So very, very interesting rotation in Sacktown. I like our chances here, though. Somebody current round against them. And we are going to have to come to a Game 7 in order to beat the Sacramento Kings. So this might not have been worth it, but we'll see how it goes. They really want to play Keita Bates-Diop over Cameron Johnson, which I'm not sure why. But you know what? I'm not going to listen to them because I don't think it makes any sense. But let's keep going. Let's see if we can force a Game 7 back to San Antonio. And we do lose in 6. Unfortunately for us, we end up losing. The Kings beat us in 6 games in the first round. But that was only the first step to the process. You got the Magic with Zach LaVine, which is crazy. And they go on to win the championship. So retirements, you got Carmelo Iguodala, Rudy Gay, Rajon Rondo retiring a Spur. But straight to the lottery. Did Greg Popovich retire on us? He did not, which is good. Draft lottery time, though. Let's see what we got going on here. Warriors number 1, Blazers number 2, which is kind of bizarre. And then, obviously, we gave our pick for Donovan Mitchell. So we don't have a draft pick here. Staff signing. Going to leave that all the same. We got to fill this out a little bit. OJ Randall will grab him. And then Big Man Coach will grab as well. And then, hopefully, we can make another good move this offseason. I think we have quite a bit of free agents to worry about. Murray's on a pretty good contract, though. So, honestly, with the amount of money that's coming off our books right now, might open up a max salary slot. We'll see. I'm not sure if that actually is the case. But, yeah, there's a lot of expirings here. So, we'll see if I do have money for that. I don't know if I will. We'll see. I'm going to decline Zach Collins $7.7 million. Like I said, I think I'm going to have enough money for like a really good slot. Christian Coloco, if I free up $3 million, if I released him, I might release him, which is kind of... Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to try to have my money as open as possible. Romeo and Langford, I don't really care to bring back either. So let's just see what our money is looking like. I know we have quite a bit of free agents to worry about. So Jakob Poeltl's a free agent. Obviously, these two guys. But what is our money looking like? So yeah, we have a max salary slot, which is why I wanted to decline all those that I did. So now we look at it. We now have Donovan Mitchell, or DeJounte Murray, Gary Payton, Donovan Mitchell, OG Anunoby, Cameron Johnson, Jalen Duren. So right now, we're looking for another really good starter with this amount of money that we do have. So Nikola Jokic is sitting here, unrestricted free agent. Bring him to San Antonio would be kind of crazy. Joe Val on the, is out here as well. I know we need a center. Kristaps Porzingis, he's been balling in Washington. That actually isn't a bad idea. That's Keldon Johnson, which we could have brought, obviously kept him, but we messed up there. Mitch Robinson, Miles Turner, Jeremy Grant. There is actually some really good options here. Obviously, John Morant's going to get matched. You got Zion's going to get matched. Garland's going to get matched. So none of these guys really make any sense. My number one wish would be Nikola Jokic. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get him. I'm going to offer him a deal. It's unrestricted. And right now, we're his number one offer. Imagine I could bring Jokic with Mitchell and Murray. That sounds like too much fun, and it is going to happen. So I'm going to sign Nikola Jokic to be my brand new center for the Spurs roster. I love it. Let's go. So Nikola Jokic is our brand new center here in San Antonio. I know he was extended in real life, but in this scenario, he was not. So he comes up and joins this roster, and now we kind of have a low-key, a little bit of a super team, I would say. So now we need some bench depth, and we should be good. Hopefully, Jalen Duren can develop like crazy because we're going to need him to. Power forwards, let's see. We got Trey Lyles. Royce O'Neal is always fun. Steven Adams off the bench would be cool, but like I said, I'm going to have to rely on development of Jalen Duren. You got Seth Curry, Kemba Walker. So there's some good options here. I'm going to sign a shooting guard or small forward because we might be able to get Josh Richardson back. Garrison Matthews, he is the best overall here at 26 years old, which is why I think he won't go down in overall, which is why I'm kind of tempted to sign him. Terrence Davis, though, low-key, a really good signing as well. I'm going to do that same thing. Terrence Davis, give me or come to San Antonio, and then it is going to allow me to sign Josh Richardson back, which is awesome. So Richardson's going to come back for us as well, and that might be all we can grab. So Gabriel Deck, maybe we can grab a Met 2 off the bench, I guess, or something like that. And that might be it, but I really love it. I love this season we've had, or level we've done so far. So Richardson or Davis is moving to small forward. It's going to be Richardson, I think. So Richardson to go back to small forward. Gary Payton, Terrence Davis, Richardson, Matt 2, Cameron Johnson. You have Jalen Duren and Nikola Jokic. So that is going to be your rotation. Let's go to player progression. Let's see how it's treating us. With Murray's contract, it allowed us to have a max salary slot for Nikola Jokic. So you have Gary Payton going down, Cameron Johnson going down, which I disagree with. Why is he going down? Makes no sense. Jalen Duren developed into a 74 overall. Would have loved that, maybe move up a little bit more. Gary Payton going down, I guess, is fine. But Cameron Johnson, I totally am in disagreement with. Why is that man going down? But with Nikola Jokic on this roster, I think the possibilities are endless. We have a brand new big three that should be able to make something happen. So we are in our last ride to go out here and try to win a championship with Greg Popovich, and I think we might be able to accomplish that with the Nikola Jokic signing. So let's go to our rotation, see what it's looking like. They want to start Metu. Like I said, the disrespect to Cameron Johnson is very much real. Don't know why he's hated on so much right now in 2K, but he is going to start. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they don't like about him, but they just don't like him. So I don't know what minutes Cameron Johnson suggested. Let's go 27 on him, and then let's go 12 on Jalen Duren. So that is going to be a rotation. Murray, Mitchell, OG, Cameron Johnson, Nikola Jokic, Josh Richardson, Gary Payton, Jalen Duren, Terrence Davis, if I skipped his name. And that is going to be very fun. Proficiency, 3.5 balance, which is kind of crazy. And then can we be 7 seconds? No, we cannot be 7 seconds. So Cameron Johnson is very much hated on here in 2K. Do I trade him? I don't know. He's just not liked at all, but we'll see how the rest of the season goes. We bring Nikola Jokic in, and he comes out and wins MVP for this roster. 25, 13, and 11. No surprises there. Jokic is obviously an absolute beast. Victor Wembanyama is on the Blazers. It's beautiful, man. Absolutely beautiful. I don't know, man. With the way the Blazers are playing, maybe we'll be in the Wembanyama sweepstakes this season. Who knows? Bradley Beal's 6-man in Detroit. Man, this league is drunk right now. What is going on? Wembanyama's on the Blazers. Bradley Beal's on the Pistons. Kyrie Irving was on the Wizards. This is just weird. But Kuminga most improved. Gobert, and then JB Bickerstaff coach of the year. And then I've honestly accounted for that as well. Jokic is on the Spurs, so is Mitchell. So it's just kind of all up in the air right now. But Luka, LaMelo, Tatum, Zion, Jokic. Got Trae Young, Irving, Giannis, Jimmy, Embiid. Got Lonzo, Shea, KD, Jimmy. Or not Jimmy. I don't know why I said Jimmy. LeBron, AD. And then the all-defense first team, Lonzo and LaMelo, which is cool for them. And then we got Murray making it again. We are the third seed in the Western Conference. I mean, thankfully, we don't have to play the Pelicans with Wembanyama. But 25 for Jokic, 22 for Mitchell, 18 for Murray, 14 from OG, and 10 from Cameron Johnson. 10 from Richardson. We got 9 from Terrence Davis. Jalen Duren with 7 points and only 3 rebounds off the bench. And then 5 points from Gary Payton. So let's see if we can make something happen here. We do have to play the Pelicans in round 1. They have Trey Murphy, Zion, Willie. No longer have Joval. I feel like we should beat them, but you never really know with this game, so we'll see what happens. Game 1, up on a 0. We have triple-double from Murray and Jokic in the same game. Game 2, we're up 2-0, 145 to 104. Mitchell, 33 and 12. OG with 30. I mean, this is just so far so good. 43 and 17, but they do lose game 3. We do win game 4, though. We bounce back 38 10, 33, 33, 30, 30, 20, and 17 from Jokic. Absolutely ridiculous. We beat them in 6, hopefully. Let's go. Okay, we're on to round 2. The Pelicans were giving me a little bit of nerves there, but we do beat them. Jokic is absolutely insane, man. 22, 16, and 13, averaging 22, 14, and 13 in the playoffs. You get the Lakers in round 2. The Lakers are one of those teams that always have such a weird roster, but they always beat me somehow. So they have Russell Westbrook, DiVincenzo, which I like that addition. LeBron James, Gabriel Deck, AD, Hamdou Diallo, Olynyk, KCP. Actually, not a bad Lakers rotation. It's not bad at all. They have KCP back, DiVincenzo. Don't know much about Gabriel Deck, but hey, you know, more power to you. Game 1, we're up 1-0, 131-20. Jokic again, just kind of doing his thing. Up 2-0. So far, so good. We go 3-0. We can 130-68. How do you drop 68 in a playoff game? That is insane. It feels like when didn't the Pistons do that? Like when they were playing the Bucks that one time when they still had Drummond. There's some crazy score like that. 31-4-9. LeBron James 28-8-3. So now we get the Western Conference Finals. We get to play the Sacramento Kings. The Kings, man, I was watching that Kings and Pacers game last night, and the way the Kings play is so much fun. Their pace is insane. That game was just so up tempo. So fast paced. It was just like, I was just crazy how fast paced it was. And I love the way the Kings play. No wonder why people love watching them all the time. I guess I was missing out a little bit. But game 1, we're up 1-0, 130-119, 33-9-9, 26-5-8 from Donovan Mitchell. Not to get confused with Davion on the other side. But so far, so good. Up 2-0, 2-1. Let's go up 3-1. Yes, beat them in 5 and beat them in 6. Please don't lose. Game 7. Okay, game 7. I don't love it. I don't love going down from. I don't love them coming back from 3-1. We are at home for this one, which is nice. Hopefully, we don't lose here. Just take care of business, and we should be in the finals, and that should be golden. So far, we're blowing them out, which is good. Don't blow this lead, please. Don't do it, and we are going to beat them. 102, 141. You got Jokic and Murray, or Jokic and Young as your finals MVPs. That is great. 36, 11, and 10. I mean, Jokic has been kind of a cheat code, and now we have to do with Capella, Collins, DeAndre Hunter, Kevin Huerter, Trae Young, Okongwu, Kevin Love, and obviously, you know what our roster is looking like. So game 1, up 1-0, 141-112, 22-14. Obviously, DeJounte Murray and Trae Young are teammates in real life, but not right now. They aren't. Game 2, 2-0. Game 3, 3-0. And we got Greg Popovich another ring, I think. There we go. We beat the Hawks in 5 games, and we came out, you know, we accomplished our goal, which is awesome. So that is how I'm going to end the video. I don't think I won a championship yesterday, so I'm going to end off on a high note and be very, very happy with that. If you guys want to see more of these redoing teams off seasons, I'm so down to do it. This one was a lot of fun. Donovan Mitchell, Jokic, and San Antonio is just kind of crazy to even think about. I don't think that ever would have happened, obviously. But it is fun to think, what if the Spurs kept Murray and tried to like build around, not really build around him, but just get him more help. You know, bring it, if they could have went for Donovan Mitchell when he was available. I don't know if that could have happened. Maybe they could have pulled it off. And then maybe Jokic signs him next offseason. Probably not going to happen. But thank you guys for watching. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.